Hi, I'm Kaela Geschke. I'm at Trust for Public Land. I'm the Parks for People Program Director.
And I'm Tait Ferguson at Trust for Public Land, and I work in our Ohio Parks program as a Parks Associate. Coming out of undergrad, it was really intimidating trying to get into the public service space, particularly the environmental space. It just felt there's a lot of organizations, a lot of different directions to go, and I felt the Public Service Fellowship offered kind of like a soft landing or an introduction to that space and kind of to get my foot in the door and have an opportunity to try out an environmental organization in particular and just public service more generally. What was it like working with a public service fellow?
It was kind of ideal for the situation that we were in at Trust for Public Land at the time, because we had this body of work that we really wanted to keep working on and move forward, but not the capacity to manage that work. Cleveland Foundation attracts a lot of great folks, I think, from across the country, and vetted those folks for you first round, so it really saved on administration time. And then to see folks that were exactly the type of interests that we were looking for, and then you in particular, like that was just, it made it so easy. So we're a year out from when you were actually a fellow, but during your time in the fellowship, what was your biggest takeaway?
I think one of the best parts about the fellowship, and I would bet that if you ask any fellow, they would give you the same answer, is the other fellows you're with going through that process. Having people in your space who are going through the same thing understand what you're working through, that was really impactful. And I think one of the coolest parts is I actually engage with and sometimes have still kind of relationships in my job with people that I was in the fellowship with, because we've all kind of gone on to roles and remained in Cleveland in a certain capacity in public service work.
What is a particular project that excited you, or felt like you got to move a body of work forward?
The thing that always comes to mind immediately is the work I got to do to create the Park Action Guide kind of through the Cleveland Parks and Green Space Coalition. And I think what was really unique about that, and maybe emblematic for just the fellowship, the benefits of the fellowship experience as a whole, is I really got to sink my teeth into a project, and I think get to experience agency over moving something forward and working with partners and actually having to hear from people, hey, this is what we need, this is what we've heard, we want you to kind of take it and run with it. But then really getting kind of an opportunity to test out what it's like to have a project and to get to kind of work on it from start to finish.
And then I think having you here to do that project elevated it at the next level. I think we just had kind of a simplified form of what you actually created, and you took it up to the next level and really got to interact with residents and make it more interactive, more accessible, really had become a best practice then. And I think it's been adopted then by documenters. People from other cities have complimented us on it. So that, you exceeded our expectations.
I would say that to any future fellows out there, apply, because I think that Cleveland specifically, and I didn't realize this, I didn't grow up in Cleveland, full disclosure, but there is so much happening here, and it's so easy to really sink yourself into the work really quickly and get opportunities to get to know not just TPL people and people within my organization, but really get to quickly enmesh myself with the community. And I think that was something that once I got here, even though I wasn't maybe 100% sold on Cleveland on day one of starting the Public Service Fellowship, very quickly I was wait a minute, I can't leave this behind. This is a really great place to start my career and to kind of move things in a direction that I want to go.